Hello and welcome to this week's edition of BOI Impact, where we shall be taking you to a state that has actively converted its comparative advantage in rice production to competitive advantage. The state is Ebonyi State, known as the salt of the nation. The capital of the state is Abakaliki, a name that is synonymous with rice. I'm sure some of you might be wondering why I said so. Well, what some people perhaps do not know is that Ebonyi is an agrarian state and a major producer of rice as well as other major food crops. The famous Abakaliki rice, a high-quality nutritional product that compares favorably with imported brands, is produced in Ebonyi State. The Abakaliki rice mill has a huge value chain that includes rice paddy traders, the hucksters, the stoners, sorters, machine technicians, equipment and spare parts sellers, transporters, and all kinds of service providers who contribute to the production of rice and earn their livelihood in the process. To ensure the continuous success of this laudable project, the Bank of Industry BOI galvanized the Association of Rice Millers in the cluster and subsequently provided support to identified viable millers. On today's episode of the program, we shall be showcasing some of Abakaliki rice millers who have benefited from the Bank of Industry's support. I am Hadiza Oyewumi. Welcome to today's edition of the program. Don't go away. Ebonyi State is one of the states in Nigeria with huge agricultural potential. The production of the famous Abakaliki rice has made the state a hub of commercial activities and has no doubt created jobs for a lot of people. Regional Manager Southeast at the Bank of Industry, Gabriel Jonathan, at an interview spoke on the genesis of the partnership between BOI and the Abakaliki Rice Millers Association.
So the Abakaliki Rice Mill, has been in existence since 1967. That's about 55 years. So it's the largest rice cluster in the whole of Nigeria. And it has about 2,000 millers in there and currently employs about 5,000 individuals. So you have operators all along the value chain of the rice production in that mill, So you have people that dehusk from the dehuskers. We felt that as a bank, we should intervene there because interestingly, a lot of the millers there are people who inherited their mills from their fathers, and their fathers also inherited their mills from their fathers. So they've been there for a very long time. So we felt that we could go in there and support them by helping them modernize their operations so they can increase their activities at the mill. Through the Ebonyi State government, and the Honorable Commissioner for Industries, Trade and Industry, we organized a meeting with the executive of the mill as well as the members. So the aim of that meeting was to go tell them about BOI, what we do and how we could support them. What we also did was we introduced them to business development support providers so that they can help them put together their applications.
Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Business Development, Ebonyi State, Dr. Stephen Odo, said the state government partnered with BOI to boost rice production across the state and Nigeria at large.
Ebonyi, before now are noted for the production of rice all over the country. And even by current records, I think outside KB, by the national record, Ebonyi comes topmost among states that are involved in massive rice production. So the ministry is committed into encouraging rice production, encouraging other aspects of agricultural productions like cassava, palm plantations and so on and so forth. And also, trying to look at value chain development in agriculture because that's where the money is. And for us to actually, have a sustained development of the rice production, there was need for the government to work with the private sector to create that cluster. And like I said, if you get into the cluster, there are a lot of chains of activity that are involved in the cluster. A lot of persons are involved in the real rice farming. A lot of people are involved in moving it from the farms to the processing zone, when you have the physical location of the cluster. Aside the processing of the rice, also the issue of the packaging, the marketing, and so on and so forth. So the whole idea of the development of that cluster, based on the relationship between the government and organized private sector, is for sustainability.
The BOI Impact crew spoke with the chairman of the Abakaliki Rice Millers Association, the managing director of CMN Production Venture, Mr. Chukuma Nweke, who spoke about the impact of BOI intervention.
I am Nweke Chukuma, the managing director of CMN Production Ventures, the chairman of Rice Millers Association. I am a beneficiary of BOI facilities. They have been good to me. I heard about them, I approached them, and they empowered me. They bought me a machine, and the machine is functioning. Very, very okay. Very sound. In fact, I'm praying that God will bless them more to empower other Nigerians who are in need of them. I pray that God will give them the strength, because since I come across them, my life has changed. They have given me a lot of support. They have empowered me in many areas. I have through them helped many Nigerians. This is my milling machines. After milling, I will take it to the stoning machine. These are my machines. You can see they are working. Yes. As you can see, just as I told you the other side, you see the machine working there. You see this new brown one. I've shown you this one and the one inside, which you just covered now. In fact, I didn't know that such opportunity is occurring in this country. But when I come to know, it didn't take me up to 3 months. It's like a dream. We apply. When they come across us, interview us, view our business, then they ask us what we need, and we tell them, and they quickly intervene immediately without delaying. When we meet the demand, I was almost in the, let me say, 30%, but now I have crossed over 100% because of their support and encouragement. As you can see, my body now is very, very fresh because of that encouragement. I can produce more than 30 tons now. In a day, I can produce more than 30 tons. It depends the demand. Any demand I get, I do away with it because I have enough machines now. Through the support of BOI, I supply my product to Lagos, I supply to Port Harcourt, I supply to Onitsha, I supply even to the north because the packaging. My packaging through, because of the machines they give us, is competing with this of foreign rice. My own is better than foreign rice now.
Elias Abakaliki is the vice chairman of the Abakaliki Rice Millers Association and managing director of Chimereze Enterprises. During our visit, he spoke about how the support from BOI has increased his production capacity.
I am partner with BOI, who support my business. Then support me. I get main machine, milling rice. I get the storing machine. See the rice when we mill this morning. Aba traders is coming here. Lagos is coming here. All over Nigeria is coming here to patronize. If you come for this company, I am the vice chairman of this company. Now, I am the vice chairman of this company. Now, so BOI, I already tried for my business. See this place where you see, is my own place. See my customers, when they mill rice, see the people went from Enugu, Abia State, Lagos, they are buying my rice. As you see me now, if we are counting the people who make Nigeria to stand in food. I will be with 2 or 3 persons to count because I'm producing more than 30-something tons every day. So I thank you so much. Thank you. If you come inside, you come and see my machines. This one is polishing machine. Polishing machine. And then give me giant generator. It's there for backyard. When they carry everything when they're here. They say make I come, they give me form, I fill, I begin process until they say the thing don't mature. They give me many machines for the stoning machine, for polishing machine, for the one when they give the light. In short, they make me to be proud. Something is stoning now. I think go my shade, you see it, I'm stoning, polishing, do everything. This place I need here now is my milling machine. It's my milling machine. See the right way we mill. After we mill here, then buy it, we go for the stoning and stone it. So we are supplying all the state in Nigeria food because of the help of the Bank of Industry for me. Before Bank of Industry helped me, I am producing 50 tons. But after they help me, I am boasting 150 tons now. Lagos is coming to buy my rice. Aba is coming to buy my rice. Port Harcourt, Enugu, all the whole federation is coming here and buy my rice. I am located number 6B rice mill and number 1C rice mill. I am saying Bank of Industry, bravo. I am thanking them and telling them to do more for other people who never get.
What we're doing is that we are trying to modernize the operations, like I had said earlier. So we're buying them new milling machines, giving them money to buy raw materials to boost their operations. So that's what we're doing. And because a lot of them fall within the micro level funding that we do at the bank, they don't need to bring any landed properties to access the funding from BOI. So that makes it a lot easier for them.
As I speak to you, you cannot find foreign rice in Ebonyi State. You cannot find imported rice in Ebonyi State. Everybody buys our rice. And why are we encouraging that? We believe that the only way we can create job and create revenue is by production. And if we begin to consume what we produce, automatically it is tantamount to an increase in demand. An increase in demand will also translate to an increase in productions. And when you produce more, you need more hands. And that is employment.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
The rice cluster has more than 2,000 rice millers that employ over 5,000 individuals who are engaged as machine operators, dust carriers, bag stickers, offloaders, barrow pushers, unloaders, accountants, water suppliers, and security men. Indeed, one can see how a value chain can generate employment and provide sustenance for thousands of people. Ubaeze Happiness is the Managing Director of Happy Cherry Foods Integrated Services. She also has this to say about BOI's intervention.
I am Mrs. Ubaeze Happiness, the Managing Director of Happy Cherry Foods Integrated Services. We are into full-time rice processing and agro trading. You're welcome to my company. Please come in, let's go. These are two different species of rice, okay? Like this one is Canada CP. You can see it is black free, it is beautiful, and of course it's unprocessed. But when you process it, you get foreign standard rice. But look at this one, you can see some black seeds, okay? It is still CP. When you cook, it's non-soggy. But because it is not neat, Happy Cherry Food will not give you this. This is the standard of rice we process. And when you get our product, you are sure of getting nothing but stone-free, well-polished, hot-free, and non-soggy rice. It is non-soggy because we control the moisture content using our moisture tester. So when I tell you we give you the best, I say it with my full chest. I heard about BOI from one of my professors, late Professor C. Ichidume, his blessed memory. He died last year. So he told me about Bank of Industry. When I told him I needed to access funds to expand the business, he told me Bank of Industry will give me everything I need. They will also hold my hand and make sure I grow. And when I came to BOI, I confirmed everything he said was true. And of course, the evidence. BOI gave us both machinery and working capital, okay? They bought the stoning machine and the polisher, brand new, okay? And they also gave us a working capital. That is where we used to purchase paddy that we mill before we process, given that our customers are no longer interested in coming to Abakaliki. They want us to process the rice for them and send out. Before assessing, like I told you, what we normally do is we just buy the paddy, process it, mill, and keep waiting for customers to come and buy. But now we no longer do that. What we do is we process, mill, destone, polish, and send out. So the horizon or the domain of our market is no longer limited to Abakaliki. Like we can now send to customers at Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Aba, name them. You understand? We send to them, and instead of processing only 300 bags, that's 15 tons on a weekly basis, we now process 30 tons because the market has increased and the production is perfect. Just the way I showed you what we are doing. Wow, thank you, Bank of Industry. Thank you, BOI. Without BOI, there is no Happy Cherry Food. We are grateful, Bank of Industry. And I will also want people to come and enjoy what we are enjoying now. Bank of Industry is real. What they say they are going to do is exactly what they are doing. Thank you very much.
Some of the machines are very expensive, that the average farmer, the average rice farmer, or the average operator in that cluster may not on their own afford to procure this, the machines. So the intervention of the bank is timely. The intervention in the bank is doing a lot of magic in the place, and it will also help, or is already helping, even to increase the level of productions, the ability of the cluster to meet up market demand, and so on and so forth. By my record, I'm sure over 30 persons or thereabout have assessed, at different levels of, approvals. There have been a lot of disbursements from the bank to members of the cluster. There are those who are still at the appraisal stage. There are those who are still at, and I want to assure you that even as at yesterday, there is a lot of pressure, even a lot of them coming through us, trying to inquire if these opportunities are still there. So there is a robust relationship that now goes on between the state through the cluster and the back of industry. And that has been made manifest in terms of those who have been able to access the fund, because like I said, a lot of disbursements have been made. That have also been made manifest a lot of mounting interests.
But as a result of our intervention, they are having to employ more hands, and they can also buy more materials, which means they make more sales. As at date, we have gotten applications of over 103 million, and we've disbursed about 44.9 million to 7 of the millers. So what we're hoping is that by the time the others see that, oh, this is real, when they see that the other millers have accessed facilities from the bank and are doing well and have increased their own activities and production, they will come to the bank. And we're hoping that within the next 24 months, 12 to 24 months, we can ramp up our numbers so that within that time, we would have supported a significant number of them at the mill. We have an office in Abakaliki. They can also go on our website, boi.ng, to get details of how to access BOI funding, which is quite straightforward, and they can get in touch with us. Our numbers are online. You can call us, we can meet with them, and we can now see how it goes from there. We can take it. We are willing to support all of them.
Indeed, Nigeria is blessed in many ramifications. Come to think of it, Abakaliki rice can be grown twice in a year, which means every 6 months or even less. It does not have to be polished while being processed, thereby retaining its nutritional value. There are over 5,000 milling machines, more than 50 destoning centers, and quite a number of polishing machines to ensure that the rice from Abakaliki is devoid of impurities. It is not surprising that the federal government of Nigeria, through the Bank of Industry, is providing all the necessary support needed by the rice mill owners to enable them thrive and succeed. If you haven't tasted the Abakaliki rice, please endeavor to do so and send us your feedback. Till we come your way again next week, please don't forget to keep patronizing made in Nigerian products to further grow our economy. I am Hadiza Oyewumi. Thank you for watching today's episode of BOI Impact. It's good evening and have yourself an enterprising week. Bye for now.